Live. Welcome back, everyone, to MythCraft Legends, a convergence of cults, a MythCraft live stream with our Patreon legends. We are a little bit light because scheduling in the summer is always a little touch and go, but our fourth legend will be joining us later on in this stream. But let's go ahead and go down the line and do our introductions, starting with Blair.
Hey, it's me. And as always, I will be portraying this character that we all know and love, Count Trithonus Betrayal.
As always. And Corey.
Melizorg shoulder. Yes. The plans are starting to come together.
Jesse.
Howdy, I'm playing Alan, and you're gonna have to get used to this whole vampire thing. It's new.
Indeed, it is. And as I mentioned earlier, our fourth legend, Dan, will be joining a little bit later on. So to catch everyone up to speed, the heroes have been playing kingmakers of sorts in the Everwilds, bringing together a number of conclaves that are worshipping different members of the Archfey. Some of these conclaves were previously at war with one another, some of them still are at war with one another, but the party has brought a number of them together, brokering a tentative peace in order to confront the bigger danger, Nihilor. Nihilor, the dread who flies, whose presence sows despair, and whose very saliva creates monsters. We have the conclaves of Arling, Stol, Lyra, and Wolven, formally on your side. Yeah, here's a visual depiction of that. So Arling, Stol, Lyra, and Wolven, this whole like middle tract here have all come together. Delegates have been sent to Titania, Zanir, Aya, and Asi. So that is the entire southern track here as well. So the only ones that are remaining, that are still outstanding, whether they will or will not partake in or come together in the alliance is still, jury is still out on it. We have Vishir up in the far north and Cedrian over in the northwest. So I believe the plan from the party was to head to the Conclave of Cedrian next, given that it is very close to Nihilor's Roost, along with your original landing point of Elvendor, you all are probably anticipating a little bit more like actionable conflict. Although, given that Nihilor is a wyvern and can fly around, like the last time you fought his forces was over close to Wolven, so the whole region is under immense threat. Couple things of note before you all hit the road. First, your dear friend Jasper, you're looking around for him, and Melizog would have seen that as he was coming up to join the party early this morning, the interplanar representatives of the magistrate showed up and summoned him to jury duty that he had been trying to evade. So Jasper is no longer with the party at this time. Also, Book has left Elvendor to head to Lyra, where she will be doing some of her own machinations while also organizing the treaties between several of the conclaves that are using Lyra as a rallying point. Lastly, there's a delegate from the Conclave of Titania that has arrived in Elvendor, has signaled that Titania is eager to help, so it sounds like negotiations were successful there, even without your presence. And this delegate is eager to travel to Cedrian alongside you. Would the delegate like to say anything about that?
It's all very simple. Milady wishes to make sure that everything plays out in the manner most beneficial for all of us. And so she thought my presence would be of assistance. In case you haven't caught on, Trey Trezonis is a Reskin. Is it, or is that how we pronounce them? Reskin.
That's correct.
So he is a lizard person. Eventually, we'll get the token out, and you can zoom in and have a look, I guess. He is dressed in fine but appropriate traveling clothes, and accompanied by a valet to carry all the things he does not wish to personally carry upon himself, which is most of the things. And he, as we had the intro, he does introduce himself as Count Trezonis Betrior.
Well met. Obviously, we will appreciate any assistance that we could partake in, and it is wonderful to meet you.
Howdy.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I will offer. I am quite well versed in matters of law, history, and politics of the region, although I am not much of a diplomat myself. I've been told I can be off-putting.
If we are being particularly honest, having your expertise will be exquisite, as we have individuals already who are well versed in conversation, and having more information will only be beneficial.
Excellent. When we arrive, I have foreseen a path that we can take which will most efficiently get you to where you need to be socially.
I am very interested to see what this path is. Do you mind telling me?
I imagine the visions will become clearer as we get closer, but it is. I believe I will be able to zoom in on the person we should talk to, even if it is not the most obvious of choice. And even in worst case scenario, he holds up a ring. This opens doors even in unfriendly conclaves.
Having made the introductions and having brought Trezonis onto the party, the group of you all are ready to venture northwest, northeast, that is. Directions are difficult in the Everwilds. Northeast to the Conclave of Cedrian. Of course, Quentin is accompanying you, and Luminalak and Orlon will continue to accompany you as well, even though you do have a native to the Everwilds in Trey with you now. So as we've done in the past here, because of the fluctuating nature of the Everwilds, I would love for let's have Alan make a luck check.
Luck check. All right.
Just what I'm best at.
Oh, I'm guessing probably not a scavenging.
No, I would accept fortuity.
Need to pick that up.
Nice.
Oh, that's bad.
It's not good.
It's Of the results that you want, that one is not.
Optimal.
Amazing. All right, so could I have each of you roll a d12? It's a mystery. Blair, I cannot see your dice results, so you'll have to let us know what that was.
It wasn't good. You know what? I could not see it. It was a 3.
That will work in your favor, actually. We're adding those up. That's going to be a total of 20 hours on the road between Elvendor and
Ooh.
Cedrian. So 2 days if you push. Given that one of you is now a one-legged vampire, and actually, I want to hone in on that for a second, Alan. How are you interacting with the goats now? How do the goats feel around the presence of the changed Alan?
Oh, I think there's an interaction with that. Do they have a thing with animals? Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of
The
something else.
undead lineage definitely does. This is more just roleplay.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
not a specific like mechanical detriment.
I mean, he still smells the same. Still interacts with them the same. I feel like goats are, for the most part, I wouldn't use the word chill for goats, but just they don't really care as long as you treat them right.
Yeah.
They're gonna be dicks either way.
Also, legitimately, he's not going to smell any worse than he has for the past couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Just slightly more cooked.
Slightly more cooked.
Yeah.
Let me get an endurance check from everyone then, since well, actually, before I'm getting ahead of myself. Am I correct in assuming that you all would want to push a little bit and try to do the 20-hour journey in 2 days, as opposed to stretching it out?
Does Alan still have his mount, the Walrock?
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. I knew there was a token that I forgot to make, and that is the one. So I'm doing that right now. But what do you have in mind?
I was just that's gonna be how he's traveling, so that's gonna lighten his load a little bit instead of hobbling along on crutches.
Yep.
We don't all have mounts. Slow down.
Although, while I do not wish to impede your progress, will say I do my best work while asleep.
Fair enough. Let's take a break whenever y'all need one.
Melizog is going to gain fatigue. Luckily, that is all at this time.
Oh, it's not good.
That is not good. You're an accomplished rider, but you're riding a new mount. You're getting used to the saddle and the motion of the animal. And you're trying to figure out how to balance yourself given that you're one leg lighter, right? So you also gain fatigue.
Cool.
Okay.
And Trey is just a natural. Knows the woods, knows the lay of the land.
I also have someone carrying all my stuff for me.
That does help.
I'm using the greatest superpower of them all.
Money.
Yeah.
Well, the first day passes uneventfully. You are all able to make camp in a knoll that seems pretty well defensible in case it is needed. There's enough of you that taking turns taking watch won't be terribly difficult. There's also a couple dozen goats that will alert as to any danger in your vicinity. But as you take a rest, Trey specifically would have some actions or some interactions to do here. Trey, would you like to maybe, if you have your portents picked out, maybe narrate, or I'm sorry, your premonitions picked out, narrate what it looks like as you dream or trance or otherwise gain insight into the coming day?
Yes, actually, before that, do I detect? I don't know if there's a thing that I can sense with this ability, but do I feel the presence of lingering fear within the party?
In a mechanical sense, I would imagine so.
From the Power Troubled Slumber 3, I would like to invite anyone whose soul feels burdened to if they would like to meditate with me. If so, I will find a clearing or just a clear area to sit down, divest myself of most of my physical possessions, and if anyone wishes to join, I'm happy to soothe your minds.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Alrighty.
I don't see why. But perhaps.
I think I need to specify. Do you actually have fear on your sheet at the moment? Because the number of people who have it will determine what my difficulty is.
Actively after resting, I thought didn't we remove most of that while we were resting in Elvendor?
Yeah, I believe everyone removed some, although I think that involved taking psyche talents. I don't remember like a specific.
So I'm sitting at a 0, but that's after taking enough psyche talents to counteract 9. So
I'm sitting at a 1.
All right. So I get to count Melazog. Sadly, I don't get to count Alan because I can't cash your psyche talents back in for. That would be way too good for that level. All right.
I think Quentin has some. I'm not certain, but we can say you can count him for the purposes of the ability.
All right. Well, I believe. Let me double check reading again. Then yes, each of them may remove 1 fear.
Nice.
As basically, I have us sit in a little circle, and he tilts his head back a little bit, and I feel like there's like a light glowing from his eyes, and he has this little droning chant that initially sounds kind of annoying, but then you snap back to your senses and you realize, oh my god, how long was I out for? and you feel better. You feel oh, hey, Dan's in the chat.
Yeah, Quentin had 2 fears, so that'll go down by 1 now after this
Yep.
ability.
Yep. And then afterwards, I hope this brings you some level of comfort. In the meantime, he gets up and goes to his valet. He goes to their pack and pulls out some books. I took the liberty of bringing some books on the recent history and political situation in Cedrian. I thought you might enjoy it.
So, as you're doing your research, as you're pulling your books out, Melazog, you would hear in your voice, watching your new friend, you would hear in your mind, this one seems useful.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Yeah. Melazar's not responding to the voices in his head.
Yeah.
Definitely not responding out loud.
Yep.
Considering what happened with the last individual one of the last individuals that he opened up with about it, and the argument that came out from it.
Yep.
No, everyone does not need to know he has whispers from the gods.
Yeah.
But seeing books being brought out and research specifically. Hello, friend. Would you consider some assistance? Research is one of the things that I do ad nauseum.
Of course, I have read these all myself. I actually brought them specifically so you could go over them at your leisure. My assistant is more than happy to help carry them.
If you would prefer them to carry it, absolutely. If not, I may hold on to them for a little while.
Of course, no hurry. Aside from the fact that we may well reach Cedrian in the next day or two.
Well, yes, of course. All I'm referring to is the fact that I will read while walking. Oh, I'm gonna trip again.
Yes, you must be
I'm going
careful.
to
The Groots sometimes seem to have a mind of their own. And it's when they don't seem to do that that's when they really do have a mind of their own. And they're trying to treat
this place. Alright, so what we got? What do we got here? He's just gonna almost excitedly, still reading with one hand and writing with another in a different in his book.
Okay.
Because that is how he functions. But he's just sitting on the ground, the book he's reading in hand, his other book in his lap as he's writing and reading.
Just pouring through the most tedious, dry text law. And basically
Like
the
legal
minutes
records.
of like local meetings.
Yeah. This would reveal that Cedrian has had pretty enduring alliances with both Titania and Wolven for a number of years now, and is on friendly terms, although not quite as formal of an alliance, with Stoll and Vishir.
I mean, those are all names and people that we can leverage outside of just like, that you are one of the closest people to their roost, to Nihilor's roost, and not just playing the like. We can leverage it, but we can also leverage like, hey, we're going to be doing this anyway. You might as well help us, because if we fail, you're probably going to be the first one gone.
Right.
If we fail. Which, again, is...
Once we know who we will specifically be talking to, I can perhaps guide you on whether you wish to take a strong position or a more gentle hand. Not everyone responds equally well to both.
I'm just going to say this. I appreciate you so well right now, as trying to figure out which one of the two approaches works best is not something that we do very quickly, and considering the requirements for this to be a very quick conversation and move on, I'm going to appreciate you having those answers for us ahead of time.
Yes, I understand that your traditional method has to be do both at the same time and see which one annoys them less. Well, perhaps my visions have been clouded.
And speaking of your visions, clouded though they may be, as you enter into slumber over the night, what premonitions would you have?
I think I'm going to... we're expecting to get there tomorrow?
You're expecting to.
I think I'm going to load up discovery and competence. Do we want to just give a very vague overview to how this works for the people in the audience?
Sure. Yeah. Would you like to?
I think the way I say it is basically when I sleep, I can set up what are functionally if-then statements for tomorrow. Some of these can be done while daydreaming, but the good abilities are all on proper sleep. And I set something up as like, and if that thing happens, I get a pretty good bonus. Or I can give a pretty good bonus to someone else, depending.
Yeah.
Discovery, I'm going to set it for finding exactly the right person that we need to expedite the situation.
Nice.
And competence, I'm setting for non-combat scenes.
Excellent.
So, if we get into a fight, I'll have to rely on my other abilities.
Perfect. Yeah, and for anyone curious who's watching, who's very encyclopedic on MythCraft, they're going, wait, I can't figure out what build that is. That's because this is playtest content for our next MythCraft expansion that has not yet seen the light of day. So this is a trial run for one of those new subclasses. So as you dream, you receive glimpses of what may come to pass. You set up those, if this does come to pass, then such and such person, myself or an ally or an enemy, gets a bonus or a detriment. You have these dreams. You all wake up the following day, and as you set out, you walk for a while, and you notice a clearing with a let's say a tree that has fallen over, and it's pulled up that root system, causing a little bit of a crater in the ground. Doesn't hinder you at all, right? You keep going. But sometime later, you come to another clearing that has another tree with that same root system pulled out, resulting in a small crater. Or is it another clearing? I would like for each of you to make an intellect or awareness or charisma check as you see fit with whatever skill you would like, provided that it makes sense for the context. The context being you might have just become magically lost and you need to find your way out of that. If you have a spell that pertains to becoming unlost, then certainly use it. I will essentially count your skill check as double the SPC that you spend if you have a relevant spell. Otherwise, you can make the roll.
Does this count as some variation on charmed or enthralled?
It's the Everwilds, it's the Fae. I think it's fair to say that a variation on that would work. Yeah, what do you have in mind?
I have a lineage ability where that is a condition I can clear.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'll do for that, given it's not directly charmed and enthralled, I'll give you a just a +5 on your skill check.
Alrighty, let's see.
Would you take history?
Sure, yeah. These trees look familiar, this stream doesn't. We should probably head in this direction. I feel like history is quite appropriate for that.
Would you take intuiting?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, the one thing that my button's broken for. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's do it manually.
Well, I thought I had the spell, but I don't. Would you take... Probably not perceiving, I'm going to guess. That's more of a passive kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shifting to actively looking for things, perceiving is fine.
Yeah, well, I'll take it.
Sure.
27.
All right, and then a 27 from Book from Trey as well with their circumstantial bonus.
No, that includes a circumstantial
bonus.
bonus.
It does. Okay.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
Any luck points? Because, ouch. Joking. I did get a 21, though.
All right, let's see. You average out to 23.33 repeating. One of those was a crit fail, so I am going to penalize the average slightly.
Or I could spend luck to re-roll it if you would.
Or you can spend luck to re-roll. Yep. I'll have you make
luck.
that decision now before I penalize you all.
I will. I will spend luck to re-roll it.
Okay, cool.
I don't usually have luck points, and this is kind of neat. I need to.
Oh, nice.
It was sitting on the 20 too. That was so fun.
Hey, it's not a crit fail.
It is not a crit fail.
New average is 27.66 repeating. Far better result for you all. I'll say that you went from, there's like tiers of how bad it is for you to get lost and how much it affects your journey. You went from third worst to second best. Everyone gains fatigue.
No.
Yeah. Malazog.
I hate walking.
But you don't take additional damage and further extend your trip by more than 1 hour. So
basically we had fatigue and a death point. We rested. lost the fatigue, kept the death point. Now
Yep.
we've got another death point and fatigue again. Okay,
Yes.
just making
Yep.
sure I have that right on my
Yep.
sheet.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing here. Now,
Yeah.
toward the end of the day, you would be you'd emerge on a grassy knoll, rather like the image depicted on our screens. And just imagine a little bit more boreal, more pines and conifers and whatnot interspersed in the woods. And you would see a large stone tower coated in ivy looming before you. You'd see a couple torch lights stuck on the crenellations up at the top of the tower. Looks like there are some archers on lookout duty.
New friend, is this where we're supposed to be going? Or is this just, just a random settlement?
Well, that's a very interesting question that I will go and look at the game master for.
You're fairly confident this is part of the broader territory of Cedrian, but if you want to be certain, then I take an intellect check.
All right. Would politics be appropriate to add to that?
Yeah, that's perfect. Undoubtedly, with a 22, you are certain this is part of the Conclave of Cedrian. You would know, given your political expertise in the region, you would know that they have a number of towers like this one, interspersed around approximately the perimeter of their power, their territory. And especially with the threat of Nihilor, the towers are probably more heavily staffed than they normally would be.
I will openly present my my writ of authority, and announce that I am escorting a diplomatic party. We mean no harm.
The guards from the top of the tower, as you approach, one of them would yell down, Is that Melazog, Shava, and the rest of his? These are the heroes of Chasmclaw. Let them in. Let them in. And the doors would open.
First time for everything.
We're famous.
Yes, we are.
The doors to the tower would open, and you would see two humans standing before you. They introduce themselves as Maria and Albreed, and Maria says, "We are the custodians of this southerly tower of Cedrian. It is our delight and privilege to welcome Melazog and Alan and Quentin. And where is Book?"
Book decided to go another way, working on facilitating our drive, what we are here to do, in another, more logistical way.
I see. Well, I certainly hope to meet her as well at some point. But please, what's ours is yours. We will throw a great feast, meager, moderate feast. Supplies are a little bit tight right now. A great feast in your honor.
Feast sounds pretty good to me. I'm feeling pretty hungry.
Alan, you're always hungry.
Yeah, he said that with a slightly more intense look at some of these people than normal.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the vein on the sternocleidomastoid.
You're always hungry, friend. Yes, no, a feast. A feast.
Do you not wish to continue pushing on?
Is this not where we're supposed to be going?
This is a garrison. I think where you need to be is further in.
More walking.
Albraid would spread his arms and he would say, while it's true that the rulers, shall we say, of Cedrian are deeper into our territory, the hour is late and the night is dark and deeply dangerous these days. We would be honored to put you up for the evening, and I dare say our scouts have seen movements of monsters that we believe originate from Nihilor. It would be our great honor to host you long enough to help repel the forces as they march northward.
I see.
We've heard from some of the other conclaves, our friends from Lyra, for example, Basalt and Emeranthinos. They wrote to us about your heroics and your exploits. Blaze and Samson spoke highly of you as well. Truly, having heroes such as you to help us force back the tides of darkness as they encroach upon us would be very beneficial, I believe.
I'm not going to say that it wouldn't be beneficial for us to help you fight back against the return creatures. Have you seen these things be born? It's like it's snot and horrific bodily fluid. It's
I'm intimately familiar with Nihilor's horrific bodily fluid.
Gross.
That's concerning.
Believe me, I know. Well, I trust your judgment as the heroes of Chasm Claw and the envoys, the diplomats that have been bringing the warring conclaves together. You have your reputation obviously precedes you, so I will defer to your wisdom here if you think it's important to continue pressing inward. Give me a moment. Let me, as we're having this splendid feast. There we go. This is a approximation of this region of the Everwilds. It's of course impossible to accurately map a land that continues to shift and morph from time to time, but more or less this is the foothills of Cedrian, the southeast border of Cedrian. And Nihilor's forces, of course, are coming from the blighted and corrupted land, moving northward and eastward. We are this southernmost tower here. There are other defenses along the border of Cedrian as well. The area you're looking to go, where you can meet our esteemed leaders, is roughly northwest and slightly above the map as depicted.
well, all right. I have to think about Quentin on this. He's going to want to help.
Yeah,
we
I
will
will-
help. We will
I
help.
say we help.
Perhaps we can get you something to eat while we wait, Alan.
It'd be
Quentin?
rude to turn them down.
Yeah, I would say Quentin obviously wants to help, but after introductions and being warmly received by Maria and Albraid, Quentin would have disentangled himself from the party and moved over to one of the workshop areas on the floor of this large tower, and just begun fiddling with some tools and working on something. But at the mention of helping these people, you would see his head pop up and he'd wave his agreement.
Oh. How Alan, my friend, how effective are you going to be in combat atop your mighty steed?
Oh well, I'll do all right. With old Wally here. It's a working name.
It is a fine name. I just don't. I fear letting you do your normal proclivities in combat that your mount might not survive, and then you will be left stranded alone.
Ow.
And possibly partially underneath a warlock.
I don't need the leg to move quick anyhow. I can I got some tricks up my sleeve to avoid walking.
All right. I felt the need to make sure because I feel bad because your armor is cursed and I want you to take it off. So I want to make you feel bad.
I've been giving it some thought. I haven't given up on it just yet, but I hear what you're saying. I'll take it slow.
Thank you.
If we are to engage the foe on the morrow, I will need to refocus my efforts, which may hinder my ability to assist you diplomatically. But diplomacy doesn't mean anything if you're dead.
I was going to agree with that. I agree with that statement and was going to say something along the same lines.
So, I will consider what I'm able to glean.
So, I have many questions that I want to conversate with you about the way that you change yourself. But we'll discuss that at a later time. Because it seems like magic, and I am very interested in magic. Anyway, peace.
It is a magic of a kind.
I would potentially want to learn it. Maybe conversate with you about how you do it. We'll get to it later.
There are depths to it that you may not find palatable.
There's a lost look in Milazar's eye for like a half a second. Maybe something screaming internally.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it's hard to because he's a lizard, it's hard to tell if Trey was actually smiling at that, but you get the sense he maybe was a little bit. Just a little bit.
As you have your meager banquet, walnuts and winter vegetables that are roasted and lightly seasoned, a little bit of venison as well. As you're enjoying your meal, and obviously this is a little bit difficult for Alan, given recent developments. We'll circle back on that. But as you're having your conversation with Maria and Albreed as well, a scout from Cedrian would run down the central stairwell in the tower and rush over to the banquet hall, or like the cafeteria area. Banquet hall sounds more glorious than it is. Think more of the like Castle Black cafeteria area in Game of Thrones. It's very bare bones, very minimalistic. A gray squirrel Kleppen would rush across, running up to Albreed and Maria, and she would say, "The monsters are coming! The monsters are coming! I saw them just a few miles away on my steed as we were scouting out. We saw them. We dropped some. Myself and the other scouts. We dropped some fire some alchemist fire to try to turn them back, prevent them, slow them down a little bit. I think we slowed them down a little bit, but I'm not sure. They weren't headed directly at us, but it looks like they might squeeze between us and the tower that's the next over to the east if we don't do something to intercept them. And Albrecht is like, slow down, Erleve, slow down. Tell us exactly what you saw. I'm trying to. There were a lot of monsters, and they were headed northward and whatever the other westward that direction. And we the fire, it seems like it might have been a deterrent, but they were very scary and there were a lot of them, so we got out before we got any more direct information. Very good. So it seems that we can bolster our own defenses now, or we can march and intercept them. There's a two factors to consider here. One is our esteemed guests have spent a long day traveling, and they might not be well rested enough for full-on combat. In which case, we should bolster our defenses here, so that if they do happen upon our tower, we'll be fully ready to defend them and defend against them and repulse them. On the other hand, if we march to meet them now, then there is significantly less chance that they will press deeper into the territory of Cedrian. I myself would advocate for the second point, but I will defer to the heroes of the region.
More walking. All right, Melozok stands up. If we don't go after them, there is a chance they do not come here. There's a chance that they just continue forward, bypassing all of your defenses, as it doesn't seem like they are relatively... Fuck that. You ready to go? Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, let's do it.
You said you had alchemist's fire. Do you still have some available, perhaps in smaller flasks, fist-sized, perhaps?
Some, yes. And Erleve the Kleppen would scurry off to go get some.
How much do you need?
Well, he fiddles with what looked like initially just like a decorative band on his arm and pulls it away to reveal it as a war sling. Whatever you can spare.
Melozok has 3 vials of alchemist fire and has had for a significant amount of time.
Nice.
So you'll notice he starts pulling random things out of the bottomless bag, and he's like, nope, not that. Nope, not that. All right, here's one. Nope. Nope. God damn it. All right. 2, 3. Here you go.
Out.
Please do not hit me or Alan with it. Or Quentin, if he joins us.
I am at least somewhat practiced with this item. And he might be smiling again. Hard to tell, really.
Awesome. And can I have him make a luck check to see how many Erleve is able to scrounge up on short notice?
Yeah. What do you say? You might not want me from. My rolling's not been great.
Maybe you're saving up. With that roll, I'll say Erleve is able to find 3 more, so you've got 6 total vials. Maria and Albrecht are gathering some of the soldiers and scouts and giving them a rundown. They're leaving a handful of archers and soldiers and veteran soldiers in place in the tower to keep it well defended in case anything else comes this way. But they're mobilizing most of their forces to go in and meet this this new onslaught of monsters. Now, Maria and Albrecht would gesture to the map, and they would ask you. Maria would say, as the heroes who have dealt with these before in a number of different environs, and who have spoken with the other conclaves, I'm curious your tactical opinions. If there's, since we don't currently have a sight on the forces, but we know that they're advancing roughly from the south and east, headed north and west. Would you recommend that we meet them at the river or that we spread our forces out? I think that having a little bit of a wider front would be beneficial. And I'm curious if you want to have any of us accompany you, or if you want to be your own self-maintaining unit.
All right. Yes, we would appreciate some additional reinforcements. However, it does not need to be a large group. We are functional in combat. Maybe just a few more people who might be able to help hold the line, as my friend here recently lost his leg and we have not been able to do anything about that. He is normally the line. Well, one of them. That being said, I do believe it would be better to have multiple angles on the army. So along the ridgeline may be the most effective strategy, as long as you are efficient in ranged combat.
Very good. We are efficient when it comes to ranged combat. We have a number of portable ballistae, one of which could be yours if you wish, at least for this fight. My
There's a mad gleam in Melissa's eye.
It's a mad gleam in my eye.
Yeah. my concern. Ooh. Okay, very well. You'll have ballista. Understood. My concern is that if my own forces, which are competent but not the legendary heroes, right? If they spread too thin, then I fear that they may be outflanked themselves. So I'm curious what you would recommend in terms of spreading out to protect a wider front versus keeping my forces in 2 or 3 key spots.
I would say no more than 3 spots. Especially as he's looking at this map and he's like, realistically, 3 spots along that ridgeline would have almost continual line of sight as they're walking around the riverbed.
Yeah, right. I mean,
ridge.
Exact like mileage is impossible on this map, but you're right in general with like a fair amount of clearing. If we've got some on the tower, and then we've got a few stations along here, one of which is the heroes plus a couple ancillary forces. You're in pretty good shape. You're leaving maybe this stretch of land more exposed, but ideally the other tower will be able to take care of that.
I was actually going to speak on that in a moment. Is there a way to communicate with the other towers?
Efficiently and quickly, only short messages via I can't remember.
Monsters are attacking. Defend your side of the river is all that needs to be said.
High alert, be on lookout. Yes, we can communicate that using some basic light chants.
I wish I knew someone over there because I could give them far more information than you can, which is a light chant. Anyway, yeah, I do believe it may be best for us as our most effective offensive weapon is melee induced, for us to be closer to the river.
I
very good.
would be more comfortable by the river as well.
I think that's where we'll save the most lives.
Suppose I station you on the southern bank of the river then, so you'll still have the advantage of holding the high ground, which I believe is key to any strong defense. And then my other forces will be stationed 2 to your south and west, and then 1 across the river to your north and east.
I do have a few questions about your mobile ballista, but we can get into that later. mostly I was going to ask if we are able to bring one with us, can you also send the people required to operate it?
I see. Yeah, so if we have some of my forces that are going with you as well, I'll make sure that they are those that are trained in using a ballista effectively.
Beautiful. Beautiful. More walking. All right. Everybody ready? Oh, it looks like you got your fire.
Yes, unfortunately, I am not as prepared as I would normally be, but we'll make do with what we have.
If it matters for anyone, you get the benefits of a recoup. Now, those of you who are currently fatigued, which is all of you, can't remove any extra death points because of that. But anything else that you would get from a recoup, you do have.
Now, so I have a question, and it is because of the wording.
Okay.
Right. It states that the wording of fatigue states that any time that you could remove a death point, you remove the fatigue condition instead. Therefore, taking a recoup would remove the fatigue condition.
Yeah, that's super valid.
This is one of those where I've been meaning to bring it up before, and it's just might as well do it now.
Yeah, right. Rules as intended, probably not. Rules as written, yes, you're right. We'll go with rules as written for now, and I'll revisit that at a later point. But yeah, so
speaking of fatigue, do I need a roll for Quentin to see if he's gotten any death points from the hike out here?
Please do. You will have at least one from today because of the getting lost. I'm not sure what you caught and what you didn't, but the party got magically lost on one of the days. So you have at least one death point from that. I'll have you make like an endurance check. Forced march is super relevant for that. I would be open to other skills for the first day of marching before you got magically lost.
Just going to be basic endurance for that.
Okay.
10.
All right, that would be one. That would be fatigue on the first day. You remove the fatigue, but not the death point overnight, and then the second day, the same thing happens. So everyone is sitting at almost everyone is sitting at 2 death points and no fatigue, given the recoup. I think Trey at this point has only 1 death point.
Yeah, I somehow managed to not exhaust my frail body the first day.
That actually works out for me because with something I have now, having death points is beneficial.
Great.
Capitalize on those resources I have a lot of.
Love to hear that. All right, let's see. So you all set out under cover of a night, given a combination of torches that the scouts are carrying and glimmers that some of the scouts are casting regularly and like recasting. There's plenty of illumination to see by. You make your way north and east, headed for the river. Several contingents of scouts peel off and station themselves along the cliffs as you go.
Would we have had time before we left for me to do a small I want to cast Devil Sight on myself.
Definitely. And I'd love for Quentin to make some rolls on the project
we're doing that now.
going on right now. Yeah.
I know we decided on 4, but then you guys had some time where you were talking. Was that at least 2 hours before this happened? Do I get a 5th roll?
Yeah. So there were 4 based on what you and I talked about, plus 1 more from your time at the tower.
Okay.
So 5 total.
So this is gonna be a lot of rolls because that's technically 6. 2 rolls each, so 10 rolls altogether.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see for the first one.
I did luck point that roll, by the way, because I'm not going into this combat blinded.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, I've done it enough.
So do we round up with these?
You do, yeah.
Awesome.
Looks like 2 sets so far.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
working on it.
Excellent rolls. Dang. Okay.
Wait a second.
Yeah, so Quentin, having been uncharacteristically quiet in some of the past conversations, has just been off to the side working on something.
Secrets.
Secrets don't make friends, Quentin.
But they keep friends.
Probably.
All right, and one more set to finish this out here. Ah,
Hmm.
what happens if I get a 1 on one of these?
That's interesting. We haven't figured out, like, I mean, technically that's an auto fail, right? But yeah, I think because it is an auto fail, that last roll counts as a 0. So the average between your 9th and 10th roll is 38 plus 0 divided by 2.
Okay.
Not so much on a recoup that I want to do stuff, but when we would be getting close, I have a bunch of stuff that's like durations of 10 minutes kind of things.
Sure. Yeah.
So
we'll transition into
when
that
we're
in just a
nearby.
second here. Yeah, I'm going to let you all do, like, scope out the battlefield and do tactical placement and everything, because I am going to hit you hard. The ballista will help a lot. But letting you all have optimal placement will also help.
So altogether, that is 143 of the
Okay.
410 that I need to complete the one I'm working on right now.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so you're like a third of the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, and then that project having progressed, let's go ahead and get you all onto the ridge that you're defending. Let's see.
So do you, our new lovely friend, have a particular weapon that you will be using?
Pretty much whatever I need, I'll have on hand. Why do you ask?
Well, so if you have one that you particularly use frequently, I have a spell that I would like to cast that would increase the amount of damage that you do. If you do not, God, I wish this party had a weapon.
Sadly, I don't think what you've got in mind will help me. And I just hold up my hand, and a rapier forms out of pure psychic energy.
Please hold. Because actually, I think I can enchant a summoned weapon.
Nice.
It also kind of disappears a lot during combat, so it probably won't be all that helpful.
Okay. All right. Oh. Okay.
Melizog is having several lifetimes here at the Everwilds.
Yes, he is.
Why don't any of my friends actually use weaponry? What is wrong with these people?
Right, because like half of my build I cannot use. Like all of the pre-fight buffing.
I know you're busy setting this up, but I do have another question about the work Quentin's been doing.
Yeah.
He's got all the tools to do it wherever. Is there any bonuses when he's in these cities and there's better workshops that he could go and does, unless somebody stops him, make use of?
Yeah, that's reasonable, and you did just have that in the tower. So you had that for your last roll. Unfortunately, that was the worst one because that had the crit fail. But we'll add to the average from that last roll. We'll add +5.
Okay.
I think there's an actual rule for that. We can check that later. But for now, say that.
Okay. And would he have been able to find something similar while he was doing all the? Because most of those rolls were done in Wolven while they were doing their meetings. Would they have had a workshop there he could have used?
Give me a luck check.
Okay. That I'm terrible at that, but let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean they do have workshops. It's just like you're a
Would they let him-
representative of someone that
Right.
they haven't gotten along with super well. No, not someone who consorts with the likes of Arling.
Okay.
All right, so before you have this hill. Imagine the river like just off to the north of the map. We can factor that in if it becomes relevant, but the river itself is moving pretty rapidly, so it's unlikely that any aquatic forces would advance directly up the river. Flyers being the obvious exception, but I would note if you saw any.
Okay. So. Okay. I would say about posting
The ballista.
up here, as that will give them the most effective range, assuming that the creatures come from the right.
Right.
The only other location that might be slightly better, and I am open to talking with my other fellow players, would be down here. Though I feel like that's a little sketchier to be in this area.
I mean, if we could get those sheep herded in a better direction, maybe right where the sheep are.
I just like the reason I wanted them tucked around a little bit was more movement to get to them instead of just right up the center. Right, so that's why I was thinking kind of. I don't know if it's pinging like it says it should be. It's not showing up online. Either like just north of the trees or on that corner. I am open to whatever you all think.
I think like right up here on the ridge where the sheep were would be the perfect spot.
Yeah, I think so. Other than behind this tree over here, it's got a pretty clear sight range.
But the trees here are
Anything that's
hundreds
gonna
of
be-
feet tall. Is that foliage going to block too much of the sight lines?
It will block like the center of the tree. It will not block the whole radius of the tree,
Okay.
or the whole
But
diameter.
I mean, aside from that,
Circumference.
it's clear
Geometry.
sight ranges here, clear sight ranges on this side.
Yep.
And it's as elevated as it can be.
Yeah.
I would say that's a really good spot for it.
Yeah, I mean, you would confidently be able to say that smaller creatures that think tactically would be able to gain total cover from the ballista by hugging the cliff faces.
Mhm.
But while they're out on the open fields, they'd be in clear range of the ballista.
Okay.
Um,
How far forward do we want to play?
I would say we play kind of middle ground, kind of around this area. It's nice and open.
Because the other one I was thinking was the next level down. Give us more time for the ballista to be able to shoot more people if we can hold that line. With the elevation change, if Alan is down below, Melozog can buff Alan and rain hell from above.
Yeah, so
You know,
I'll just
If it's
throw
just-
it out there. Alan's going to be flying. First thing he's going to be using is avianism. We're going to take that
Nice.
leg entirely out of the equation. I figure
should
that
say,
the
while
goats
we're
and the
in-
Walruk.
While we're in setup,
Probably-
Quentin, would you want your bird familiar or a different familiar? I know it takes a little time to summon it, but I'll go ahead and get my now.
He'll summon it during combat, but he will be summoning the bird.
Cool. Sorry to cut you off, Jesse. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I would say keep the goats and the Walruk kind of in this area, hold the pass. And I mean, yeah, either up here or down here, either way, Alan's going to be wherever the enemies are.
Right. That's why I was like, where do we want? Because realistically, I would enjoy having Melazog. I can remember how to make boundary work.
I'm also going to throw a Warden's Trap, which is
That direction.
a 5-foot area. So just a little trap where if somebody steps on it, they're restrained.
Sure.
I'm thinking kind of right over here somewhere.
Just out of curiosity, how heavy is the ballista?
It, I know it is 6 heft. I can tell you that right now. let me see. It is light enough to feasibly be dragged by a couple strong humanoids. What do you have in mind?
Actually, where's the actual thing? Is that more or less than 320 pounds?
I think I see where this is going, and I'm not loving it.
I mean, if it requires multiple people, I can drag 320 pounds.
It's. I'll say this. Wait, you, Corey, not you, Melazog.
Yeah, me, Corey,
Yeah,
not me.
I was gonna say, okay.
Yeah, if it's on wheels, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, not. I'm not trying to derail.
No.
Yeah,
I know.
Like body drags are a very common thing.
I can carry a ton if it's on wheels.
Because what I think you're trying
I have
to
a
do
car.
is going to be really cool and cinematic. I will say it works. Exact number notwithstanding.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I enchant weapon the ballista?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yes.
I am ritually enchanting this ballista so it does an additional d6 fire damage.
Incredible. And
So-
what is Trey doing to the ballista? Or is that a mid-combat thing?
It might not be an ever thing. It's just if the ballista needs to be somewhere else, the ballista can be somewhere else.
Understood.
I have a question for you. I see Alan is flying. Trend, would you also like to fly?
If so, I'm capable of that myself.
Alright.
I prefer to be with both feet on the ground, or better still, all four in the water. But no, I am happy down here.
Alright. I'm not doing it to the goats. I was going to do it to Alan's mount if Alan was going to need a flying mount, but I guess that's unneeded now.
I thought about doing that myself, but I'm like, we don't want to kill the mount just yet. So
it's already. I knew when I gave you a Walrux, the first thing you were going to do was make it fly. We're like already bordering on copyright violations with that guy.
and I do it faster because it's avianism, so it's equal to double my walking speed. So I fly fast. I'm also going to drink my bullish strength potion
Okay.
And do my hybrid form. And I need to do math real quick. What's my SP at the moment? So 20 for avianism. I've got 5 left.
You're gonna bloody yourself before the start of the combat.
I'll take 37 points of damage and then cast Boorish Savagery on myself.
Okay, I've run out of buff icons, so I'm sure you'll keep up with that. 37 damage. That's frightening.
Which does take me to bloodied only because I'm bloodied at 3/4. I'm actually still well above half.
Is your maximum higher than 77? Is that out of date?
No, my maximum is 77.
Okay.
So not well above, but above.
Awesome. Any other pre-combat actions?
I do. Once it feels once it's close enough that we can hear or see the enemy, I'm going to slam on hasten.
Good.
Would Alan come over so I can slam hasten on him too?
Oh, definitely. I would love to have an 80-foot fly speed.
Just saying. I will spend the spell points to hasten Alan.
Incredible. So, in review, Alan is flying, hastened, boorish strength, bullish savageried, and hybrid formed.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
No claws?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, he's got his normal claws, but we'll revisit
Feel it
whether
out.
he wants to be bleeding or not.
Yeah. All right. Last chance for pre-combat actions, and then it's my turn.
Gosh, I wish I had something. Quentin's feeling a little left out, but he doesn't really have much pre-combat stuff.
I'm feeling left out, because I only had one thing.
I do have another thing I'm going to do.
Oh, good.
I have a scroll of minor augmentation that I'm going to use on our friend Alan, Trey, and Quentin.
Perfect.
But again, that will be right as things are happening.
Yeah.
That way I have as much duration as possible.
For sure. Is that a 1 minute max?
2.
2. Okay. All right.
So, while it's
great,
not technically buff. I would like to, with a definite flourish, remove my my cloak and drape it over my left arm, because things are about to get very flamboyant in here.
And on that note, I love it. Let's take our intermission here, and then when we come back, we'll jump straight into combat. It is 8:23 Eastern. Let's say, what would have 8:40 Eastern for our return. See you all soon.
Awesome.
All right, let's jump back in.
I do have a quick question, if we can, before we do.
Okay.
Um, this is just a flair question. Can I use effects from spells I'm not actively using to visually flavor the ones that I am?
Sure. Yeah, obviously as long as it's a non-mechanical thing, like if there's brief sparkles and stuff from like glimmer, for example, when you cast something else, I have no problem with flavoring things like that.
Well, because I have both hasten and decoy, I kind of want to leave after images.
Nice. That's really cool. I like that a lot.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Oh, things have happened.
Things have happened. I would love for everyone to roll initiative.
Yes.
Oh my. Many things have happened.
Oh, my page is being slow. Oh, don't make me reload.
Boo. Boo technology.
Got a 17 for Quentin.
Okay.
Oh, you're being real difficult here.
Let's see, was that a 17 for Melizog as well?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Between Melizog and
Twinsies.
Quentin, do y'all have a preference or do you want to just go by awareness?
I'd rather go after. Just so I could watch positioning and see who needs health, whether it's Melizog or somebody else.
Yeah. Melizog, if you're good with that, I'll bump you up by 1.
All right.
15 for Trey. And let's see, Alan, are you in? Or
having
no, it looks like
difficulties.
sure.
It doesn't want to load the new scene.
No worries.
Ah, here we go. Okay.
Nice.
1 second, and I will roll that.
Very good. Terrifyingly good, actually. Okay.
Okay, so just because I want to see how things go, I'm gonna give that +3 to Trey.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to how the ballista and stuff like that are.
Oh yeah, let me add that. Ballista and the crew of the ballista is going to go on effectively initiative count 1, same as the minions. There's a swarm of, shall we say, snot zombies coming your way. So minions and siege structures will go on initiative counts 1 and 0, respectively.
All right.
All right, Alan, kick us off. You see a swarm of snot zombies thundering out of the forest, in addition to a number of larger creatures that are dripping this black goop. You've seen it before. You fought minions of or spawn of Nihilor before. It's somewhere in the vein of like a venom-looking creature or I'm getting distracted on Marvel lore. We'll leave it at Venom. They look like Venom or like something made of slime. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the Christian Bale character, who I think is also related to the Venom verse, if I remember. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Or the God Butcher?
I believe his sword is related to Null, which is a Venom.
It is
Anyway.
sort of. It is a very deep cut.
Yeah. Not related to what we're doing here right now. A bunch of snot monsters have rushed out of the forest. Some of them are much bigger and scarier than others. Alan, what would you like to do?
Well, first things first, at the beginning of my turn, I'll gain some shield HP, and then I'll lose some HP. Net positive, or net nothing there. And I will give myself Fighting Instinct, which will give me a TA, and when I move, it'll give me an extra 5 feet of speed per AP, which I don't know if that is considered part of my base walking speed, which would then be doubled and doubled again by haste and avianism.
Sure. You all get your buffs. I have some strong monsters. I think I'll be happy with whatever happens here.
All right. I don't think I need 100-foot fly speed, but I have it. So
yeah, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Should it matter, each of the cliffs are 20 feet in height.
Okay. We've got all of this stuff going on. I've got 11 AP to work with. I'm about as buffed as I can be. I don't think I'm going to tack Jagged Bones onto it for once. We're just going to go into this, normal. We're going to fight smart.
Normal.
So these are all just... oh, those are swarms. I'm going to avoid the crap out of a swarm. I don't want to mess with that.
You would see that the wyrm, which is almost centipede-like in nature, it's got a bunch of clawed hands that are scuttling along the ground. It is being ridden by what looks like a humanoid that is dripping that same like snotty mucal substance.
Cool. Well, you know what? We had bad luck with this guy last time. Let's go for round 2.
Yeah?
Just gonna go fight the wyvern.
It flaps its wings and little bits of spittle fall off.
So that was 1 AP to get there. I've got 5 left.
Not 10 left?
Or that's what I meant, 10 left. I was thinking
5
5
attacks.
attacks. But,
Yeah.
That really makes me want Jagged Bones, though.
Do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool.
Well, that's all I needed to hear.
Peer pressure.
We're going to take 14 more damage.
Good.
And let me keep track of that there. Then bones pop out of the knuckles, and then we're gonna spend as many attacks as it takes to kill this thing, which hopefully shouldn't be all 9. One second. There's 1 attack. Does the 21 hit?
No. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it does.
That'll be...
Did you remember to add a minor augmentation on there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I thought it was higher than
Nope. My strength is 8. Although I did forget the +1 for fighting instinct, but that's all right. 23 damage from that one.
Good.
Next attack. Does a 30 hit?
No.
Okay. And that actually was a crit.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nice. The extended range, is that a when you're bloodied thing, or what's
that?
what's the extended range from? Is that a
this
bloodied
one's
feature?
from my... Oh, actually, yeah. So an 18 would be a crit right now.
Oh,
so
glad
I've
I
got a
asked.
Psyche talent and a bloodied one.
Okay.
So let's see. With my luck, that's going to be 6, and then plus the damage of the thing is another 4. Oh, that didn't work.
It's scary though.
Let's try a /R in front of that.
That might do it.
32 damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't your armor heal you on a crit?
It sure does. Thank you for reminding me, because I was more focused on killing stuff. So that's going to be 3d4 HP back.
It's bloodied.
So I get 6 HP back. And that was 2 AP.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so close to that 18. Does a 15 hit?
A 15. Oh, it does. It does.
Nice. Oh, which actually is 16. I keep forgetting that +1 TA. But still. For another 16 damage.
All right. It's still up at 1 hit point.
I believe that was minimum on the dice roll too.
Yeah, I think it was.
And that'll be another hit.
What does it look like as you just shred this thing?
Yeah, so actually the way I picture this, he's sitting there floating, all of these creatures appear. He sees this snot-covered wyvern and just feels this like phantom pain in his leg that's still very recent, and just kind of has this rage come over him as he beelines straight for it. And I'm picturing, I mean, there wasn't movement with it, but I'm picturing, like kind of slashing passes as he flies past this thing, just leaving lines down its sides, cuts its wings off.
Yeah.
Couple through the throat, And if I'm not mistaken, I have 5 of those left.
Yeah. I don't think I'm
So
mistaken.
we'll spend 1 to zip down right here. We'll target this one first.
Okay.
Oh, that changed things. There we go. Actually remembering my TA this time. 19.
19, that hits.
Uh, 23 damage.
And what does this one look like?
Well, we're gonna just lead this right into the next one.
Okay.
Next to it, and hopefully get both of them at once. Does a 13 hit?
A 13, it does, yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool. 21.
Okay, so what do those two look like?
So after the wyvern plummets, before it's even hit the ground, he zips down, swipes past both of these two, takes them out. Let's see. So I had 5, 1 to move, 2, 3, 1 more to move, and on my last AP. We're gonna try to take this one with him. Does 14 hit?
It sure does.
These are really low on the dice, by the way, because I have a plus 11 to hit.
Hmm. I'm unfortunately aware.
And 23 there.
Yeah, by my count, that puts
So,
you
yeah.
at 0 AP, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a 0 AP, and he's just clears this whole section.
Yeah,
Sees
yeah.
the
Just
enemies come in.
recap that
And-
that chain of events. Yeah.
Yeah. Just zips down, and I mean, it's almost all one motion. Just maybe a couple loops around the wyvern as he slashes it to bits, and then one pass claw out decapitates the other three.
Fantastic. That brings us to Trey next.
Oh, I forgot. I get some shield HP for each of those as well.
Okay.
I'll just do one since that was well, I'll roll the highest.
Fish for the high. Yeah, for sure.
So we're up to 4. 4 and
There
hey,
you
some
go.
shield HP.
Yep. All right, Trey, you were up.
Well, that was glorious. We must celebrate with some fireworks. As I drop a vial of alchemist fire into my sling. Is it possible to strike both the flesh swarm and one of the zombies next to it at the same time? I don't know how big the splash on alchemist fire is.
Yeah, let me refresh myself on that real quick. Here we go. No, it's just against one target.
Well, the swarm then.
Cool.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does.
What's the damage on a alchemist fire? I didn't have this by myself.
I just closed out of it, but I know where it is. Let's see. It's 2 AP. Or I guess you're using a Wursling, so that AP. It's 1d4 fire damage, and the target gains burning 1d4 for 1 minute. But of course, they can spend 3 AP or 2 monster actions to stop, drop, and roll.
So 3 damage, and it's burning.
Indeed.
I forget. Does burning stack if you get more instances on it?
No, because it's a condition. It's just whichever one is highest.
Well, in that case, I'm going to let him burn for the time being. I keep swinging the sling without stopping to reload. And I'm going to, as a little spark of energy appears in the cup, and I'm going to target the Chellerith Raider.
Okay.
Does a 23 against AR hit?
It does, but not by as much as you might think.
Well, 13 damage.
Okay.
Once again, sling never stops spinning. But I got some more of that coming. And we're going to try and focus this guy down. Now, I assume that since the last one only barely hit, the 14's not going to do a heck of a lot.
14 will not hit. That's correct.
All right. Well, we got more.
Oh no!
Hey, I got a spell point back.
Feels good. Feels good. Anything else from Trey?
Yes, I still have one more.
Oh, good. Okay, keep them coming.
Ooh, it looks good for a second, but no. So basically, there's like a blur from the sling, and just little tiny stars flying out of it, of which one hit.
But it looked really cool.
Yeah, they're probably all deflected by like the other thing that was in front of him. But I got a spell
just
point
the
back. That's nice.
Numerous arms from the carrion worm. All right, and that brings us to Melazog with Quentin on deck.
All right. 1 AP to keep up minor augmentation.
Okay.
3 AP to cast Tangle of Brambles.
Okay.
Which will cover this radius. Sorry. This radius.
All right.
And then 1 AP to start conjuring another spell. And that will be my turn.
Perfect.
So I have a question about one of the abilities for Quentin's Tower Shield. The
Okay.
Deep Roots. It says I could spend 1 AP to grant allies who do not have partial or total cover the protected condition until the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Is there a range to that?
There should be a range to that.
Because I would like to hit Alan, but I'm assuming
Alan,
he's out of range.
Probably.
He's like 80 feet from me. But I
Yeah.
don't have like we don't have a range set for Deep Roots.
Yeah, so without revisiting the ability, the absolute max I would put on it is 60. It's probably going to be 30.
Okay. He's so far out there. I think for expediency, I'm not going to actually move Quentin or Burb, but Burb is going to carry Quentin down the cliff and then 10 feet out to get him close enough to Alan. And then he's going to spend 1 charge and 1 AP. Because I think... if we're saying 60 for now, he's going to spend 1 charge and give Alan the protected condition until...
make a charisma check against me.
Okay. Okay. I like it. I like where we're going.
It's not set. Yeah.
Will you take empathy?
Yes. Yes. You know my weakness.
Nice.
Fine. Okay. For today. You get it.
Yeah. So we're going to fly down there, spend a charge, another AP, and give him the protected condition, until the end of my next turn, and then we're gonna fly right back up and hold the rest of my 3 AP.
Excellent.
Oh,
That
that
is-
could be youth.
That is Quentin. That brings us to my guys. All right, let me. Yep, that's super nice. So the snot carrion worm is going to scuttle up to the cliff, scuttle up the side of the cliff, and then keep scuttling. So that's 5, 25, 30, 40 feet, and then how many? It's going to do that at least one more time, crawling kind of along the side of the cliff here. There we go. And it'll stop there. It's going to shed some of the snot off of its side, creating, that's sad, 3 more, 3 cruppets that plop down in front of it, and they're about to take their turns as well. And
choice.
the Coloreth Raider was riding that guy. All right, so let's see. There's those guys. And he loses some hit points to be able to do that, which is unfortunate, given it didn't spawn too many. But they will take their turns now and just crawl directly up to the closest party member, which would be Quentin.
Hello. High five. High five.
So literally, Adam's family thing, but symbiote thing, crawling up to you ×3. They're gonna move up and then try to scratch you, Quentin. First is gonna be a crit. Let's go.
Ah, I think that hits. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a total of 14 damage. Second is gonna come in at a 18 to hit. And third will also be an 18.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. For 5 more and 5 more. Well, I guess those are the right and left hand of the same person because they're just on the same wavelength. So total of 24 damage from all 3.
That's not too nice. No. So no high five.
Coloreth Raider is up next. So from the back of the carrion worm, he looks out at each of you. And I guess I thought he had javelins, but he doesn't. So he's just gonna launch himself off of the carrion worm and run up, see if he can get close enough to Quentin. I think he can. That's 5. Yep. And just try to slash at you with his battle axe, which is made of like crusty, dried fluids of some kind. And he's got TA from flanking. That is going to be a total of 14.
Let's see. I have an AR of 12, but what is my tower shield? Does that give me? Well, I guess he's behind it, so that's not going to do anything. So yeah, that hit.
All right. And coming in for 15 sharp damage.
Okay.
How's Quentin looking?
He's scraped and bruised, but he's doing pretty good.
Okay, good.
Oh, these things are rude. Wow.
Why don't you try picking up someone who's not part of the support team?
And the flesh swarm in the back is gonna do a lot of moving. I don't think it can do much else right now. So
You
it's
can do a little bit of burning.
It is gonna do a little bit of burning. Thank you. Go ahead and roll 1d4.
I'm not sure I should be rolling anything right now. It hasn't gone great for me.
All right, first move, we'll get it up to the Tangle of Brambles. Second move, it's going to try to go through them. Corey, can you remind me appropriately what I need to do here?
1d4 hazardous.
Yeah. So it'll just take 1d4 for each 5 feet it moves.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's half movement.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it moves 5 and then 10, 15, 20. That would be the end of its second, and that would be, looks like 3d4. And then it gets out of it. So a total of 5d4 as it wades through.
$11 damage.
Very nice. Oh, interesting. Okay, hang on. Forgot I had that. You would see as it pushes through this tangle of brambles, you would see that the mucus, the flesh, the ooze seems to just absorb around the tangle. Melazar, given your studiousness, I would say you are aware of the mechanical effect going on here, which is DR sufficient that a D4 is not going to get through, and multiple instances of a D4 just bounce off of it.
Okay. It was more to kill the mobs.
For sure, and it will do. It will certainly do that. It also slowed that guy down, so it took all 3 of his monster actions to get that far. Which will bring us to first the good swarms. Do you want the goats to do anything, or just hold the line?
Maybe move a little bit further down. I'm not sure what their movement is, but basically I want them to keep blockading the path. All 3 of these, honestly, just keep blockading the path.
Perfect. All right, and now the zombies. Bloodied creature. So no one up on the cliff is bloodied right now, right? It's only Alan?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Are they going to save me AP?
Some of them are. They do love their blood.
Sweet.
Yeah, so 15 feet, it's going to move twice. This one's going to move twice. And then the rest of them are going to try to move onward towards the party. So 1, 2, and it dies. 1, 2, and it dies. And 1, 2, and it's not there yet. And the ballista, where would you all like for the ballista to aim?
Carrion worm?
Yeah, I'm thinking carrion worm. How's everybody else feel? Like I'm agreed.
Let all them hands catch it.
For sure. Would one of you... Here's what we'll do. We'll start just on the screen as it is, and then we'll go by turn order. So we'll start with Blair making the attack roll. Given the guys that are operating it, it's just going to be a flat d20, but it will do a pretty good chunk of damage if it hits.
And it is enchanted. I don't know if you
I was
know
going to
that.
say it is enchanted.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got
For
does that
plus
increase
1d6
its
fire
hit?
damage.
Okay. Well.
It looks like it will not, although I will allow any luck on the appropriate player character as you're going. So if you want to spend luck on this, you may.
You know what? I'm gonna give Luck a shot.
All right. And get exactly the same thing.
Wow.
Okay.
This is what I get for literally attuning myself to social encounters.
All right. The first shot goes wide. The flaming ballista bolt shoots over the carrion worm.
I hope that landed in the water.
Mm-hmm. All right. I've got some monster shenanigans here.
Love that.
Yeah. And then I guess I should do this as well. Cool. I mean, you'll have fun with that.
I don't believe you.
Alan, you would see as 4 more snot zombies ooze their way up onto the battle map, pretty close to you.
Cool.
And that brings us back to the top of the order. So, Alan, it's go ahead and clean this encounter up.
Yeah, have you ever seen Invincible?
Yeah.
It's basically, I think at this point, Alan qualifies as a Viltrumite
Yeah,
for what he's about to do to these things.
I would say so.
So, first things first, we will come over here. I am bloodied, which means I can use Cornered Frenzy.
Yeah.
So, which does cost 4, but, you know, I'll get 3 of them with it.
That's what the
It's
witch
a lot of fun.
dip is for.
Yeah. So, against these 3... I am going to use Fighting Instinct again. Just keep that going. We're going to luck point that.
Okay.
That's
I
better.
thought it was about to land on the 2. That will hit. That will hit all of them.
And this does add... So it's the damage for both weapons, because, you know, claws on both hands.
Mhm.
Which will add another 4 plus 8. 36 damage.
Okay. Effectively, that is 108 damage to the board. But I'm not sure if you've picked up what I've put down with these guys. They have 1 hit point each. So that is 105 damage overkill.
Cool. Love that. Then just, you know, slight little step forward. Let's see. So it was 1 to move, 4 to hit, 1 more to move. We're at 6 AP. I've got 5 left. We're going to use a luck point.
Okay.
Got 1 left. Oh my gosh. Does a 13 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Good grief. For 26 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's dead 26 times over.
Yep.
It is in 26 pieces.
Let's see. So 4 AP left, I think, if I'm keeping track right.
Mhm.
Gonna zip over here. I was hoping for a crit. 14, which pretty
Does
sure
hit.
hits.
Yeah.
Since it sounds like I'm going to keep rolling the damage, since it sounds like you're keeping track of that.
I mean,
25.
if you hit a zombie, you kill the zombie. If you miss a zombie, even on like partial damage on a miss, the zombie lives. Those are classic like minion rules. But
Fair
you
enough.
will only miss if you crit fail, like that.
That again.
And last luck point. Good grief.
Oh
What
no!
is happening?
What?
This
All right.
meant to live.
Yeah, the zombie cackles at you and says, "Don't you wish you knew my incredibly elaborate backstory? You never will, because I'll kill you too quickly."
So let's see. I had 4, 5, 6. Or no, 4. I counted wrong. 4.
Yeah, counting
number
down.
2. Yep, I think that was my last AP too. Good
I believe
grief.
so, yeah.
That is so many crit fails.
Yeah. Buy a lottery ticket. All right, let's see. Next up, we've got Trey, followed by Melazog.
Oh,
I mean, the funny
Oh, I
thing
forgot
is
to
we
take my
would
damage
just
in the
snipe that
background.
zombie's head.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is I will reach into one of my pockets.
Okay.
Produce what appears to be a humble shuriken. Holds it between 2 fingers, points at the flesh swarm, and I cast Shatterblade.
Nice.
Which is, I guess, reflexes. Okay.
The flesh swarm tries to Neo its way out of the multitudinous shuriken.
Oh, let's go.
It has also now has bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah, bleeding 1d4.
Any initial damage or just that?
Oh yes, it does have. It does do some damage, doesn't it? It does possibly a not insignificant amount. I was just excited that I hit.
That is quite some damage. Yeah, all of the little bits slash into the mucus flesh. It begins to bleed while burning. It's not having a good time.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to keep going at it, I feel like it's probably more important that I move over to protect Quentin. Spend an action point, reach into my cloak and pull my my foil out.
Mhm.
My rapier, sorry. And have at thee. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 meets it, beats it. He goes to parry with his mucus great axe and just barely misses.
Ugh, gross. For 12 psychic damage.
Okay.
And we're going to do another one of those. And that is a crit because I have luck 8.
Awesome.
Oh, I crit on 17s.
Wait, I'm sorry. You rolled a 9 on the die?
Oh, sorry. I assigned to the total. No. Yes, I did get a 9 on the die. That's not a crit. All right. Yeah,
It is a hit though.
So excited. What? I have to roll a 19.
Yeah.
As a hit. Is a hit. But not crit. I was so excited to see a 19.
Yeah.
So I must not remember my crit roll. But it is a hit. Maybe it'll be good. And so 14 damage.
All right. Great.
How's he looking?
I mean, not bloodied, but your psychic blades definitely seem to be doing more work on him than he thought they would.
In that case, okay, one more. And this time, I'm actually going to remember that I'm flanking. All right, as established.
Nice.
16 damage.
Yeah, still not bloody, but you got him down out of triple digits.
Oh, fun. Okay, and that's me.
Excellent. That'll bring us to Melizog. Quentin on deck.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2 more action points to finish conjuring Acid Pool. This will be the entire radius of the spell.
Positioned like such, I assume. Get the guys and not your guys.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's slightly larger than it's supposed to be, but that's fine.
Supposed to be 15-foot radius, so
15-foot radius. Okay.
So 30-foot diameter.
yeah.
Okay.
It
yeah,
is.
That is
it
correct.
is
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, and then 1 AP to keep up minor augmentation because that seems to be doing some work. Oh, I did upcharge Acid Pool.
Okay.
Up to 30 spell points. No, not 30.
Which is going to do a lot more damage, if I recall.
Yes, when they start their turn within the acid.
Okay. Frightening. So that was 2 of your AP to finish upcharging that.
And then I am going to attempt to demoralize the raider.
Okay.
24 versus willpower.
Consider him double demoralized, which is mechanically the same as demoralized.
Right. And then that will be everything from Melizone.
Perfect. And that brings us to Quentin.
Okay. So we allowed this during the pumpkin fight, and it hasn't come up again. So I want to just double check that if I grapple a creature same size or smaller than me, my bird can then drag me and I could move it through that process. Is that still standing correct, or do we need to change that?
So here's the thing with cheese. I love it once. I'll tolerate it twice. I won't tolerate it a third time. So
Okay.
adjudicate that how you will.
Because of everything that's happening, I think I'm going to take my last go of it here.
fair enough.
Quentin's going to try and grapple this Kolar Raider here.
Okay.
Uh, 21.
Yeah, quite successfully. He's got a 14 to try to resist that.
And then with that, Quentin's just going to use the rest of his. Let's see, he had 8, 7, 6. So he has 6 AP. So he's going to drag this creature 6 more times at 30 feet a pop. So the first 5 don't count, but He's just going semicircle back and forth, dragging this raider through the acid.
Yep. So 30 feet times 5 AP.
Yeah. So every 5 feet, so that's 30 d4 damage from Melazog's acid pool.
Yeah.
And Quentin's just looking around at everybody who's doing everything, remembering how it was his fault. Somebody's lost a leg and he couldn't heal them, how they died and had to become something else. And he's just screaming, I am not useless. And he's just going to grab this guy and keep dragging him through the acid.
Yeah, and this guy's leg is melting off as you're having that recollection and as you're wrestling with that. Yeah, there it is.
63 corrosive damage.
And then he's going to leave the man standing in the acid pool, still holding on to him. Yeah, just at the edge right here.
I just gotta say this. Wouldn't that be a lot more damage than that?
It's 1d4 per 5 feet.
Right.
It's not 1d4 per 5 feet for acid pool.
Yes, it is.
Isn't?
Yeah, for
It is only when they start their turn in there that you get the 3d4.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong part.
Which,
I was
with
looking
the
at
way
the
I've upcharged it, it's going to
Yep.
be 8d4.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
At the
I was
start of
looking
their
at the
turn.
wrong part.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was 3d4 hazardous. I was like, God.
No. And yeah, that's I think just for RP purposes and Quentin's trying to prove something here, I'll burn my last use of this cheese.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's really cool and it's flavorfully really representative of where Quentin is at right now. This guy has the same DR that the swarm does, so technically it wouldn't do anything. Because of the flavor, because of the like one more time, like let's make this count. I'm gonna count it as half damage, even though rules is written, it just would not connect with him. Now the 8d4 will certainly overcome that and continue to do damage to him. So instead of 63, I'm doing 32 to him off of that.
I will take it. That's more than Quentin will ever be able to do in a single attack in his life.
Yeah.
So he's still feeling pretty accomplished. Watching one of this man's legs start to bubble and melt away.
Yeah. I mean, it turns from some kind of coagulated material back into fluid and just mixes with the acid pool.
Gross.
That's it.
Yep. All right, and that will bring us to the carrion worm. Starts its turn in the acid pool.
Luck pointing the shit out of that.
Yeah, you are.
15 versus fortitude.
That. Yeah, meets it, beats it. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Meets it, still beats it. Okay. It does not like that.
Does it poop out any crappets?
Not into the acid pool. It's more caring of a parent than that. It's first going to extract itself from the acid pool, which hazardous terrain that takes 20 feet of its movement. That'll be 2 more d4.
Only 3.
All right. It does not have DR, so it takes that. And then it's going to continue its movement to try to skitter around the acid pool. It's got 3 more creature actions. So that was 1, 2. No, the tree trunk would be in its way, so I'm going to say it squeezes there. Shortens its movement a little bit. Is its speed 30 or 40? Its speed is 40. Yeah, it can go a little bit further. So 2. 3. 3 and 4. Scuttles up to your friends that are manning the ballista. That will be the end of the carrion worm's turn, which I believe means it's time for the Coloreth Raider also starting his turn in that horrid.
Wouldn't the Crepits go?
Yep.
First?
Thank you. I was just about to recognize that. Yeah. So these Crepits are probably dead.
– 16 and 19 versus Fortitude.
Yep. Both successful.
$17 on one.
That will kill it.
16 on the other.
That will kill it. The remaining Crepit is going to try to strangle you, Melazog, for doing that to its brethren. Getting a 21 versus Fortitude.
Yeah, that more than does it.
Yeah. Man, for only 4 damage, and you are grappled and suffocating.
I love these things.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta hand it to him. The Coloreth Raider now is gonna take its damage. That's a hit. Excellent. All right, so with its damage reduction, it takes a good chunk of that, and it's still grappled. That sucks. It's going to try to break the grapple, Quentin. So against your choice of reflexes or fortitude. 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll do it.
All right, so it breaks the grapple, and then 10 feet, and then it's going to use the rest of its movement to just get away. That'll be 2 more d4, which will not overcome its DR, so that's not going to matter. So, 10, 20, 30, 40. There we go. And all right, so he's run away. He's got his like goopy great axe propped over one shoulder. He's trying to get repositioned. The flesh swarm starts its turn. It's going to take some burning and bleeding. Which I don't believe will actually matter, I realize, given its resistance, or its damage reduction, rather. I've got too many stat blocks open. Where are you? There you are. The flesh swarm is terrified of the acid pool, though, so it's going to charge the goats. It thinks it can make something happen there. And it steps on a trap.
Yeah, what is that? I gotta remember what I gotta roll here.
Yeah.
Where did I put it? There it is. Oh, it has to make an awareness check.
How's a 6?
It does not beat 16. It is restrained and grounded.
Cool. I guess it'll spend its next 2 actions trying to get out of that restraint. 19.
Unfortunately, that does beat it.
All right. I mean, that takes its whole turn. It doesn't get to start eating the goats. And that ends the trap, right? It doesn't persist after it's sprung.
No, yeah, that ends it.
Okay. Perfect. All right, that's the flesh swarm. I believe that, yeah, that gets us down to our end of initiative actions. As the shepherd of the goats and the walrus, do you want them to attack or just hold the line?
Yeah, they can go ahead and attack.
Meh.
I mean, it's area damage, so that should do pretty well.
Right. They crit.
Swarm on swarm violence.
Okay, let's see. 8 plus 3d6, 18, 26. And then the fortitude one does not knock it prone. 26 damage to the swarm, slightly reduced from its damage reduction. Meh. Almost another crit.
Oh man.
And this time it does knock it prone.
Nice.
And that's what, 16 more minus its DR. It's 9 more. And finally the walrus, same thing. Let's see, there's a tree trunk there. So it have to go around like such. And then, yeah, bull rush. 14, that hits. 9, 12. All right, not quite as effective, but still something. And all right, zombies. There's 2 zombies left. First is going to run up and die. Second is going to grin maliciously at Alan and say, "You see, it all began 40 years ago when I was oozed into the world," and it's going to try to bite you.
Are we gonna have a vampire wolf?
Oh my god, yes. No.
It's going to luck point that. Okay, and the ballista crew is still up. It is.
I'm trying to remember how exploit works, but no, I would need AP for that. Never mind.
Yeah. Corey, it's your turn to dictate the team. They have the ballista. There's a giant carrion worm next to them. What would you like for them to do?
Get the fuck out of there.
All right.
Ozog is plotting and planning, but he does not like loss of life if it can be prevented.
Yep.
I mean, up to the point where he probably shouted Alan of like, "Screw the little guys, your job's the big one."
That was already my plan.
Well, speaking of the little guys, there's 2 more little guys. One of them sees you, Alan, engaged with this, non-mechanically engaged with this zombie over here. And he goes, "Oh, hey, Larry." And then the one that's trying to bite you goes, "Hey, what's up, Tim?" And then goes back to trying to bite you. That will put us back at the top of the order with Alan.
Well, y'all seem like you got some catching up to do. I'm gonna go do something else.
Not if I exploit you first.
Distance here, so that would be 2 AP.
Seems right. Seems reasonable. He makes a half-hearted attempt to exploit.
Fun amount of time for it to just move on its own.
Yeah.
So 2 AP to move there. I am going to. Oh man, it hurts, but I gotta do it. Yeah. Hurts a lot. It's only 11. Then I'm gonna cornered frenzied this thing because I realized earlier that I did the damage all wrong on that.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because it should have done considerably more.
It did 108.
Yeah. So I only added the 1d4 plus my strength to it, but each of those claws does the 1d4 plus 6 plus 1d4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1d8 plus each side does the really high amount.
Okay.
So he's gonna just I feel like he zips off after this thing, seeing that it's attacking the ballista. As he starts to come in, he just starts to corkscrew, spinning around with his claws.
You really are a Viltrumite.
And he does have the ballista's there. Well, no, the people took off. The ballista's not counting as an ally, I'm guessing.
Correct.
Okay. Copy. We will use another fighting instinct either way, which had to for the movement, but does an 18 hit?
It does.
All right. So let's see. Boop. Plus there we go. 54 damage with that.
Yeah, right. Okay, it is bloodied. It took more than 20 damage at once. Which is good for it. In other words, you've activated my trap card. Oh, that's anticlimactic. It makes 2 credits.
Oh, cute. Let's see. I've got 3 AP left. Man, if I had one more. But, yeah. So next attack is a crit.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I don't think I did this last time. Would all the extra dice that are being tacked on here also get added? So I don't think I did that last time I critted either. I only added the 1d4.
Not the spell stuff, but any writers that are not spells, yes. Like
Okay,
sneak attack,
so-
which as an example, I know you don't have sneak attack, but sneak attack would enchant weapon fire would not.
Okay, so the 1d8 from Boorish Savagery wouldn't happen, but the 1d4 from the Psyche talent would?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be another 35 damage. And then I'll do my 3d4 HP.
Okay. Love to see that.
Keeping me right where I was before I used all my spell points up.
Excellent.
Then next attack is going to be a 19.
Okay. That does hit. Its armor rating is going down as it's throwing out credits.
Nice.
So it's very, very easy
Good
hit
to
at
know.
this point. Yeah. It's also super duper bloodied.
24 damage.
Yeah, make that super duper dead.
Sweet. Love
Yeah.
to see it.
You're just
I
covered in
have-
congealing snot
Yeah, I've got one
and
left.
fingernails.
I think. Let me do math here. So hit for 54. 1, 2. Yeah, so I've got 1 AP left. Do I want to just sit there or do I want to move? I did say I would fight smarter this time. We'll just come over here, hang out with the group.
Yeah, why not? Yep, they cannot exploit. They let you do that. All right, that's Trey.
Alrighty. Well, how big is this log? Is it challenging to get across?
No. I mean, it's like, we'll call it 5 extra feet of movement. That's what I did for the Coloreth Raider. It's no uncertainty of whether you could do it.
Okay. Well, since I have a 40-foot walking speed at the moment, I'm gonna run up and slide across it like I'm going across the hood of a car in a '70s show.
Yeah.
I will use my move to loop around and get directly in front.
Mhm.
Hello there. And see if he will do me the pleasure of running directly onto my blade.
General Betrayer.
It's betrayal, and I'm a
General
count.
Betrayer. Count Betrayer. I got there.
17.
That's... Yeah, that's going to do it.
Excuse me, do I know you?
11 psychic.
Ow.
Come on, wait.
Not if I know you first.
There's legitimately a pause, like, oh, God. This is what I've lowered myself to. Oh, that would have been a perfect time for a crit.
Yeah.
Hilarious
does hit.
time for it. $13.
Excellent.
More.
He's still up. He's pretty badly bloodied.
Ooh, does 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit. He manages to parry that.
I was stunned by his terrible retort. Not even going to ask. And I am out.
Now do be a good boy and go and die somewhere.
It just blinks at you and raises its axe. And that's Melazog.
Okay. So Melazog is going to spend 1 AP and take 1d4 damage to move into... Why is it not doing anything? Move into...
Oh, it's because the Crepit's on top of you. There you go.
Okay. Move into the acid pool.
Okay.
That's one way to get rid of it.
Yep.
Taking 1 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Arcane Swap. Targeting the Raider.
Yeah. Okay.
That will be a 15 versus its anticipation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I forgot that that Trey's weapon overcomes its resistance, so it's actually much closer to dead. Still up, but unhappy with that.
Now, I don't know how teleportation interacts with grapple.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm gonna say for now, it comes with you. It's like an article of clothing.
Okay, because in my head I was like, if we're just swapping places, this thing's now grappling the Raider.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna let you off that easy. You're high enough level to deal with it.
Okay, that was 1, 2. I'm gonna spend 1 more to attempt to keep up minor augmentation. And I guess I'm gonna try and get this thing off of my throat.
Sure.
Is it only strength or is dexterity a possibility?
Strength or dexterity.
I'm gonna be fully honest, I don't even remember what Melozok's dexterity is. Better than his strength.
That's encouraging.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
It is not. No, this thing is still latched around your throat, squeezing the life out of you.
How many AP is that?
2.
I'm just
That 2?
Yeah. Yeah, it's grappled, not restrained, so just 2 AP.
Okay. And then I'm going to attempt to demoralize the Raider.
All right.
Getting a 15 versus willpower.
Yes, he is demoralized.
You bring an army, we brought 8 people. Ugh. Get this fucking thing off me.
What's your endurance, Melozog?
I'm starting to take death points, I believe.
Cool.
Yes, I am now starting to take death points.
Most excellent. Is there anything else from you?
No, that is my turn. That is all.
Perfect. That's Quentin next.
Quentin's gonna look at this guy in front of him like, you wait your turn. But he's gonna head over to help Melozog. 1 AP to move, and then he has enough AP to attack at this hand twice. So he's gonna try and punch it off Melozog.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 5 doesn't hit.
You're being very cautious because you don't want to punch your friend.
Right.
It would be a 7 because of minor augmentation.
We're doing great.
Yep.
Quentin's like, oh, you did see that. Burb. And our bird is going to fly over and take a peck at this guy.
Okay.
also the fact that Alan returned to the group, says, "Hello, friends," and then everyone just sort of like fails.
Everyone leaves.
He gets it.
27 to hit.
It does. The bird's got him.
Okay, so that is... for 12 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, bird manages to destroy this thing.
Oh, some of the fingers are still in your neck. Eek. But that's everything Quentin and Burb can do.
Should someone be
Beautiful.
watching the melting guy?
Yeah, speaking of the melting guy, how melted is he?
15 versus.
That's a success.
Okay. 19 points of damage.
Okay. He's barely up. He's gonna claw himself out and just make a swipe at Alan.
Now, does that count as moving? Or never mind, PR.
Yeah, he was right next to the edge, so I think he's safe from that. Because he's not moving through an additional space that has the acid. For a 17 against Alan's armor rating.
Meets it, beats it.
Right.
We're gonna spend an AP and up his armor rating by 2.
Okay. You do not take 13
Sweet.
damage.
Excellent. I should also mention I am vulnerable damage 1, but with the +2 that still counteracts that.
Yep. Nicely done.
I'm not useless.
Thanks, bud.
All right, the flesh swarm is let's see, it's going to stand from prone and then try to bite the Walrix twice.
Oh, no more swarm on swarm violence.
Not at this time. There is always next round.
I don't know. Alan will have another turn.
Fair. 17 will hit, and 18 will coincidentally also hit. Walrix is bloodied,
Oh no.
and end of combat, we've got the zomboys who are going to start climbing up this tree.
Ellen, I think they're killing your mount.
I'm gonna fix it here in a minute.
Crepits move up to 50 feet if they double move. Wait, is that right? No, that's not right. They can move up to 40 feet if they double move.
Oh my gosh, I was like, holy cow, those things are crazy.
No, they're not that fast. 15 feet twice plus a ability that lets them move 10 more. So they're forming a wall there. And
Yeah.
very intimidating. The crew of the ballista can move back into position, and I believe it is Dan's turn to have them allocate where they're aiming.
Quentin is very worried about the Walrux, the precious beastie.
Yep.
So he's gonna have them attack that.
All right,
So
I am
just
going to give
roll
it
a-
partial cover because it's pretty close to that center of the tree, but still not total cover.
Oh,
Another flaming arrow whizzes past, thunks into the ground back here. And yeah, okay, swarms. First swarm is going to miss. Second goat swarm is also going to miss. And the Walrix It's going to try to trample this guy. Hitting both times. Good job, Walrix. Total of 13 damage. But with the reduction, it does not look like the Walrix is making any headway. It makes a noise in frustration. The noise is somewhere between a moo and an orf. Morph? All right, we're gonna be back to Alan. You can start your turn. I'm gonna go ahead and make my army roll here.
All right.
Still nothing on the d6. That's disappointing. The d6
Will
is rolling
you-
for wyverns.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So, gonna fighting instinct again. Let me do this real quick. Keep track of all of this. Hey, that gave me 1 extra shield HP, leaving me at 1.
Perfect.
I am actually going to try to bite this guy in front of me.
Yeah, do it.
That sounds terrible.
He is demoralized also, so another +1.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Bite the demoralized bloody slime creature.
So that's looking like that. I was hoping for a crit, but that's all right. 21 to hit.
It does.
Fun thing, because this is a natural weapon attack, I still get the same damage. So that'll be 18 damage.
Yeah, he had 2 hit points. He does have some damage reduction, but he is super duper dead from that.
I am gonna use my crimson drink on this.
Yeah.
To regain HP equal to the damage dealt. Now, that being said, with the armor, does this count as receiving healing that I've got to try to roll against?
It's innate coming from you. I'm gonna say no on that. You get that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I regain 18 hit points.
Nice. Good on you.
Let's see.
What? Ignore that.
What was that?
I don't know. I think I bumped a hotkey that I was unaware of. Continue.
Yeah. So that was 2 AP there. I need to figure something out here. 77 divided by equals 3. Okay, yeah, still count as bloodied. Had to make sure. As long as I'm above or below 58, I count as bloodied.
Cool.
So 2 there. I've got 9 left. We're gonna come right here.
Mhm.
And 4. Take some damage.
Oh my goodness.
And we're going to Cornered Frenzy because that is area damage. And I'm going to use the claws, which are
Yeah.
generated by a spell and I think count as magical weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. And I do have allies adjacent to it, so I get focused as well.
Yeah. And you started your turn 35 feet away. Yeah. If you started
So-
closer, bad things would have happened.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So focused and flanking, I'm thinking here. So that would be 11, 12, 13.
You only miss on a 1.
29. Oh, that
You
is
don't
so
miss.
close to being a crit. So close to being a crit.
Yeah.
Because with my luck,
And you're bloodied.
my armor, and I'm bloodless, so Yeah, it only reduces it by 3, so it's a 17.
Oh,
Need to find a way to get one more. So Control C, B. All of this damage. 46.
Yeah. You shred through this thing, and as you do, it plops 3 little worms next to you.
Cool.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
And I think I'm doing my math here right. I believe I have another 4 AP left.
I believe you do, yeah.
So
Sad to say.
we're going to take another 11 damage.
I've lost track. Does that... You're not at 0 yet.
Health?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm at 25 now.
Okay.
After that bite that healed me up pretty good, I'm
That's right.
doing
That's right.
all right.
Okay.
And then we're gonna Cornered Frenzy again. I'm not gonna count the flanking on this, but I would still. Well, no, I'm not even gonna count the focused on this. I'll just keep my TA. The bonus will just be 2 higher for the swarm.
Understood. That will hit everything.
Yeah, cool.
With Cornered Frenzy, don't you make a separate attack to every target in your range?
That
Oh.
I believe that is correct, yeah. Good catch.
Okay.
Good catch.
Let me just do Control C.
The damage that you roll goes to all of them, but you do have to make separate attacks to everything.
That is right, thank you.
Okay, so that was verse 1 of them. This will, or we'll just go left to right and then do the swarm last.
Got it. Oh, left to right. There we go.
There's the next one,
There's a crit.
and that is a crit.
It has 1 hit point.
And the third one,
Is a hit.
and then the swarm. I'll do the actually do the bonus on it, and that's a crit.
Yeah. Your Cornered Frenzy is only 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
so
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking I was gonna hit that third one, but
Don't forget to heal.
yeah. So, I guess I rolled an extra time there. I'm taking it that the other crit doesn't count.
Because it's we'll say it's a definite hit, but not a crit. And from your previous crit, yeah, you get your armor healing.
Okay. So, because all right. 8 health back.
Nice.
Still staying right in that mid-30s. Good place to be. And then this will be the damage for everything except for the one that was crit. 51.
Excellent. The swarm goes down. As it does so, it plops out 5 more worms.
Cool.
And that was the last of your AP, right?
Yes. Yeah. That was
Awesome.
it.
All right.
I will do my shield HP.
Yeah.
So 5 for that. I'm just gonna count that and take some damage out of that, leaving me at 2
To
shield HP.
shield HP. Got it. All right, let's see. We've got 4 guys with more than 1 hit point and a bunch of guys with only 1 hit point. Death points could be relevant, so we'll play out at least to the end of the turn and then see where we're at. So that'll bring us to Trey.
All right. I'm going to make another dramatic slide across the log. And pull out my sling, and I'm going to just start trying to pick off 1 hit point things.
Awesome.
Because they got the crap with it.
Yeah.
So, closest wyrm. Does a 20 hit?
Does it ever? Yes.
Actually, there's something I do have to ask. Do they take psychic damage normally?
No, they do not.
Do I discover that they are immune to this attack?
You in fact do, yes, unless you use like a normal ammunition.
Well, I didn't initially.
Yeah.
Because, why would I?
Right.
All right, well, I'm going to try this closest zombie on the tree branch then.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 21 hit zombie on the tree branch?
That is a solid hit for you to discover that they are, unfortunately, also immune to psychic damage.
All right, we're turning around to try and what's the chance the crepits are too? That'd be annoying. All right, I'll try one on a crepit.
Mm-hmm.
$15.
That hits. It connects. It does do damage.
Oh, and they do have multiple. They do have like actual hit points.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. They have more than 1 hit point.
But do they have more than 11 hit points?
They do not. One of them goes down.
All right, one more shot on a crepit. All right, already established that'll do it.
By a decent margin.
And,
Very nice. Take another one out.
all right, and well, that's gonna be me. That was disappointing. All right.
They're literally too stupid for me to hurt.
Indeed. Indeed. Melazog.
Okay. Okay. Melazog is going to also do cool shit, falling to the ground. Very not cool shit. Like, stumble forward and casting another Tangle of Brambles.
Okay.
Keep in mind, you can cast it around Alan. Since he's flying, he's not going to take damage from it.
Right about there.
Like such.
Up back a little more. Yeah. I just don't want to let them come off the tree and not be in the tangles.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Kind of removing the way that they can move forward so we don't have to worry about further reinforcements.
Right. Perfect.
And then tangle brambles and keep minor augmentation up. That is Melazar's turn.
Awesome. That's going to be Quentin.
Let's see. Yeah, Quentin's gonna spend an AP and see if he could go and punch one of these crepits. Oh, we got one more swing in us.
Yay!
Nice.
18 hit.
Okay.
For 7 points of damage.
All right. It is still up, but not looking good. And I am aware you've got your bird.
Yeah, the bird's gonna fly up and go at the unwounded one.
Okay.
For 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 9 points of damage.
All right. Bringing it down to 1 hit point.
All right, and that is all Quentin can do.
Perfect. All right, monsters' turns. The carrion worm would have gone, so now the crepits go. They're both going to try to grapple onto Quentin and start choking you from 2 sides. This is against your fortitude. We've got a 14.
Does not beat it.
Nice. And a worse. All right, so they're trying to get a foothold. They're not able to.
That tickles. That tickles.
Making those noises.
We've got some worms that are starting in a tangle of brambles.
Okay. How many do we have that start? Because if they start there, there's a potential for grappling them.
We'll say 3.
So I will roll it 3 times. Jesus. So an 8, a 16, and a 20. And
6, right? Not a 16?
Yes, a 6. I'm sorry.
Okay. No worries.
This is against fortitude.
Yeah, so the 20 definitely hits. The other ones do not. So that guy's grappled. And now all of the worms, except for the grappled one, are going to turn their wormy heads up toward Alan, and then one by one they're going to start flying, slithering through the air upwards to try to bury into Alan.
Cool. Love that. Don't hate that at all.
So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks coming at you. Gonna do all the attacks and then any relevant damage. 7, I'm sure will miss. 7, I believe will still miss.
Oh,
Okay, how about a 4, followed by an 11?
Nope.
Yep. And come on. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you've got 5 worms just swirling around you, like they're in a blender.
Cool. that leads to a question that I'll ask on my turn.
And the zombies will move into the brambles and die, move into the brambles and die, move into the brambles and die, and move toward the brambles, but not yet die.
Dog, you've killed so many things. Holy cow.
Area control. This is why we prepared the battlefield.
Morph, the Walrus says when you say holy cow.
I'm
And
sorry.
Jesse, it's your turn to direct the ballista.
It'll try to take out that last zombie over there.
Sure.
It's just a 1d20.
Yes.
Crit.
Does that use
Oh my
my crit?
It does not use your crit, but you can roll 3d10 plus 1d6.
Jeez.
Against something that has one
Has
life.
1 HP.
Uh, 18 damage.
Yeah, the zombie takes 18 damage. It dies as a thick quarrel, a ballista bolt that is on fire just shreds through it. The swarm of goats is not going to be able to reach the.
Yeah,
Or can- it
he
can
would
reach-
he would just instruct them to not bother.
Okay,
He doesn't want them messing with the worms.
they go around and
They're
start
too
grazing.
close to him.
Same for the Walrix.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't want to take any chance of them smashing into him, or him accidentally catching them.
That will bring us to you then, Alan.
Cool. So, the Crimson Drink ability. When you hit a creature with this bite attack, you regain HP equal to the damage you dealt. How would that interact if I used that with Cornered Frenzy?
Say that again.
If I so if I used Cornered Frenzy for the bite attack instead of the claws, and used Crimson Drink on the bite attack,
I set a precedent for cheese. This is awesome. This is the first time you're doing this, so it's awesome.
sweet. Yeah. We'll roll that to hit. Please crit. That would be so cool. Oh. 24.
Yeah,
That
but you
hits.
roll against every single one of them.
Oh, against every single one of them. Right. So that'll be we'll say starting here and moving clockwise.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, so we missed one, but hit
Yep.
the rest, and I'm gonna do the crit HP first because I just want to throw that on there. All right, and then yeah, for the actual damage part. Yeah, so 46 damage to each of those. Would have been like I'm at full health. I don't even
230.
think we need 230. Yeah, I don't think I can go past my max.
Correct.
Cool. And let's see, that leaves me with 7 AP? Yeah.
Yep. There's a worm that is tangled up in the brambles beneath you.
Yeah, basically, he just like all of these worms were up and around him. He just kind of like scoops them all up and just ate them like
spaghetti.
grubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just. Last this. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Is there anything left? I think that's everything.
There's 2 Cruppets.
Oh,
both
there's
of which
2 over
are
there. Okay.
Almost dead. Yeah.
So
I think you can get
yeah.
there and do it. Yeah.
6 AP. Yeah. Boop.
Still
And
got
yeah, just for good
oh
measure.
my gosh.
Let's see. That was still 5 left.
Oh my god, are you seriously doing this right now?
Yeah, 13 down from maximum.
And there's some TA against these, but I don't think it matters. Ooh, that one might be.
That one might
So
matter.
let's see. I would have 13, 14, 15.
That will hit.
So an 18 and a 15 for those.
Yep.
There we go.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And I'll hold over my last AP.
The dust settles. The snotsters have been defeated, at least on this front. Let me No, this is appropriate. I'll leave this music up, and I'm gonna move you back to the overview battle map here. Actually, that ended really well.
I ended the fight with more HP than I started with.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
All right, so you
not
turned
letting-
back the attack that was going up along the southern side of the river. There were 3 other posts, and it's the dead of night. There's a lot of confusion. You do hear the sounds of fights winding down, both to your northeast and to your southwest, and the squirrel Kleppen that ran up to you earlier, and you remember her as being a scout who found all of these creatures coming your way. Erleave was her name. She had run up. It looks like she's bloodied, but otherwise, like, not seriously wounded. She'd go, "The northern front has been secured. I haven't made my way down south or west yet." And then she'd scamper off in that direction.
Alright, well, seems like another successful day. Alan, you were bleeding a lot, and then you weren't bleeding. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a good snack on the middle of the fight there.
I saw. That was horrifying.
I cannot even imagine what that must have felt like. Ugh.
Yeah, you know, you swallow it quick enough, you don't taste nothing.
Then a moment later, you would hear Erleave crying out, "No! They've taken the tower!"
Oh,
All right.
I gotta
Looks like
go.
we're gonna go take a tower. Let's go.
All right, I'll fix them.
And that's where we'll leave it. That's where we'll pick back up next month. Thank you all so much, MythCraft Legends, for hanging out with us, and for our audience for hanging out as well. We will see you late July for episode 24 of MythCraft Legends. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.